Welcome, welcome, welcome. I would like to welcome you to our 100% game development by the Keyboard Warriors. My name is Andrea Joseph Salao, and I will be presenting to you our assets and everything about our game at its 100%. First off, let me introduce to you the game developers behind the Keyboard Warriors. So, first of all, we treat him like our leader, but it's mostly us for deciding on things. Uh, Mr. Alzi Nicolas is our main developer and main artist. He's, uh, he's responsible for this game's idea since to the game proposals. We have three game proposals, and this game in particular is his idea. So we initiated him to be the spearhead so that when we make the game, it will be truly according to his idea and vision. And next would be Princess Medina. She's the integration developer, variant artist. So the main developers here are the two of them. Whenever Mr. Nicolas would have some ideas that needs to be done, Medina helps and codes the program itself, and basically she adds onto the main program. And being a variant artist, she is also the one who's responsible for giving the different um, background design, different color schemes. So when for the easy mode, medium mode, and hard mode, they're different colors, and Princess Medina is the one that's responsible for that. And me, yours truly, I'm the maintenance developer and the sound design. I also help in coding and also drawing some stuff. I drew three of the sprites in the falling debris, and my job as the maintenance developer is to polish up any broken code that the two of them did, and I was also helping in implementing some features when they were not able to or they're having a hard time doing it. And last but not least, Miss Jovelyn Beer is a contributing artist and collaboration assistant. So she's responsible for um, rallying us together to do this project. She's also providing us her equipment, her laptop, and she's also a contributing artist at the earlier stages. She suggested different concept designs, and as well as she made one of the sprites in the falling debris. So our title is the Typhoon City Safeguard. It's a typing game where you have to prevent the debris, which has words, from falling to the ground, which will make the flood rise. So for the hero protagonist, we don't really have any specific character assets. We used to have, but we decided to cancel it since it's just gonna make the gameplay and the user experience more complicated, since it's pretty straightforward that the hero is the player itself, the one who's typing. And here's our main villains and antagonists, the falling items or the storm debris. Also seems pretty straightforward. The storm debris, this will be the trash that the player will be fighting against. The player has to type the word of the trash item falling to prevent the water level from rising. So one of our first storm debris or sprites is the cigarette. This is also one of the drawings that Miss Breer did. A rusty nail, I made this one. Tires, I also made this one. And the branches. So just to show you, this is the way that we designed it. So here is the rusty nail. We used pixelart.com to draw pixelated designs. And here's the tire, also the branch. So going back here. So the background images or the game setting is it's set in Aquaville, a small city, small town. All pixel art are originally and made by the four of us. So we had some references, but we drew them all by hand, which may be one of the main reasons that it took us very long, or in the earlier stages, we weren't able to present to our teacher that much since we're developing it and still drawing it. So here's the easy mode. It's a green color scheme, some little bit of clouds, and overall the weather is calm. In medium mode, there's some lightning now, and the buildings are yellow. And this is the hardest one, the hard mode, where it's a heavy rain, and there's also some darker lightnings, and the buildings are red to signify hard. And this is one of the most recent ideas and last minute changes. We decided to add time attack so that, to add a little bit more mode and different experience to other players. So in time attack, there's no flood rising. You just need to punch a lot of words as much as you can, and for 60 seconds or in 1 minute. And our other assets, all sound effects are produced by our sound designer, which is me, using preset voices in his keyboard, my piano. Background music was AI generated through Gemini's new feature, Create Music. So since we're all IT students here and the new age of technology, we decided to utilize it and give it a try. And we're really surprised at how good Gemini's Create Music prompt was. So yeah, here's our references. Pixel art for all the pixel art you see in the game. Free pick, this is where we got some references. We got the references for the cigarette, which is all of them are free because they are all basic designs, which no one can claim. Also, yeah, all of the debris are inspired in free pick. And the font, this is where we took the fonts in our UI in the game. Here, the UI elements are coded inside Godot and can be found in their library, which are provided through different nodes. So let me demonstrate. So here in Godot, all of these are in the game library, and you only insert it by pressing this. It inserts different kind of nodes for different kind of functions, and yeah, you can really be creative here without importing any type of design, any type of content from outside or in the internet, only through Godot and through its code. And also, this is all of our resources, all the font names here, which we got from the font.com, and some of the assets here are in Godot itself, which we only renamed. So to demonstrate you what's really from Godot, like this one, these buttons are from Godot, except the font, as well as this background. This is also a font that we used. So also this, the flashing window. So when we play, all of these are from Godot. Different buttons. This leaderboard is also coded from Godot. The design itself, we just describe it in code on how it should look. We didn't import any design. It's all inside the code in Godot. Also here, all of these are in Godot. The fonts, the sprite itself, we only inserted the design. And of course actually I think this is a normal font for the debris. this is the most generalized font, or maybe I'm not really the one who did this. It's Nicolas who programs our fonts. And yeah, pause screen. Also, this is from Godot. Didn't paid any of this. And let me show you back to the design. Yeah, here as you can see, this is our account in pixel art. We made the designs here, we drew them ourselves. And here, let's try to draw. Change it to white. See, like we can draw this. And what else? Oh, let's go back to the PowerPoint. So this is our AI prompt for the background music. Can you make a music for a typing game? Words are falling and needs to be typed to prevent the door from rising. To prevent the flood from rising. And we've described some inspiration, something Undertale, Megalovania, Hopes and Dreams, Save the World. Those are theme songs from a very famous indie game, 2D game as well, which we took inspiration. And yeah, I can actually demonstrate it to you how we here in Gemini. This is their new feature that I've recently discovered while debating on how to make the background music. So here's the create music. You press that, and you type the. This is the only AI generated that we've done, and the rest are I made by myself. So here's are the sound effects that I've made using my piano. Let's see here. Here's the PowerPoint. Here we've used Audacity, the recording software for music, to record I connected the piano from this to my laptop, and here's my keyboard that I've used. So I've only pressed different voices to achieve the flavor and the type of sound effect that we desired. So let us hear sound effects. So here's the button click every time you press the button in Godot. Let me play it again. Yeah, I think that's one note from a pizzicato voice preset in the piano. Here in the crit, I think I've used C chord and one octave above that. So those are 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a 4 notes, a C chord, arpeggiated, and then into a high C note, higher C note, higher octave. And the next one would be the debris elimination. I think this is also just one note, but it's a voice preset, so it's a little bit longer and has more feel to it. And for the type effect, this is also just one note that we just every time you press or type in the keyboard, this will play, to suit the mood that it's watery and floody, so it sounds like a bubble basically. And the next thing is winning screen. Also, this is I think 3 to 5 notes that are arpeggiated, and the last ones are a little bit higher. Actually, the losing screen, the second to the last note is lower. So yeah, that's for our game. We've really racked our brains around this, and we're proud to present it to you finally. And we would like to see you in our game survey, our game exhibit.